I'm Haley. These are my comically large headphones, and today I want to look at a video talking about Journey with Sal. This video is the first video I ever saw with Sal in it, and it's what got me wanting to learn more about him. This video is on Will Tennyson's channel. Both channels, along with the original video, will be linked down below, and I encourage you to check out both content creators. Now, I've been a passive viewer of Girl World for a few years. I've kept up with Amberlynn Reid, Tim Chantal, though she posts way too much for me to ever really be caught up with her, so I check in with her every now and then just to see what she has going on. I've watched a little of Glitter and Lasers, and recently I've been trying to learn more about Quirky Love Rosie. I'm not someone who's in this community to shame any of these morbidly obese people or any other morbidly obese person because of their weight. I do not intend to make any negative commentary on their bodies. Their morbid obesity is a part of the draw for me, but what fascinates me in this community is seeing the way they live, their personalities, and the petty drama. Again, I am not here to make fun of morbid obesity, but I can admit I am curious about how many morbidly obese people choose to live their lives, particularly those who post public content and make money from this content. Going back to Sal, who's on the screen now, you'll see him right here. I know he's not a part of Girl World, but the reason I want to start with him is because the little I have seen about him leads me to believe he is a very kind person, and he doesn't seem to center his content around drama. I have had my fill lately of Girl World drama. I really don't want to start with that. I don't think I want to really cover that today. So while I do plan on covering the girls eventually, I wanted to start with Sal. The video that introduced me to Sal is this video up on the screen from Will Tennyson, who is the guy over there in the matching t-shirt. I have already seen this particular video, and I just want to cover it today as an introduction for Sal on this channel. Future Sal content I cover, or any other content I cover on this channel, is not really usually going to be pre-watched. I'll be giving my live reactions and commentary. The reason I wanted to start with this video today, as a video I have already watched, is because I feel like it gives important context for Sal, or at least I feel like it was a good way for me to be personally introduced to him, and I wanted that for this channel and for people who maybe don't know who he is or are just getting started. But yeah, future content, if I have happened to pre-watch it, I will definitely give a disclaimer that might more so happen whenever we're jumping into someone new for this channel in particular, just to give context for anyone. But yeah, let's go ahead and meet Sal.
Every day wasn't about living, it was about surviving. Now, Sal is working his way back to health, step by step, nearly 200 pounds down.
But I was curious, what was the diet that got him to his heaviest weight ever? Well, today, I'm trying that exact diet.
I need this, bud.
So this is the exact apartment that you lived in when you were 725 pounds?
Yeah, I'm gonna show you around, but before we do,
Man, it must be hard to go back to that place. I've definitely had my own struggles with eating out of emotions or because of my emotions, and I feel like if I were to go back to the main place that I stayed, the apartment I had at the time that I was majorly doing that, I feel like it would kind of send me back to that headspace. So I can only imagine what he must be feeling right now. I mean, it looks like they got some kind of special permission to enter this apartment. It doesn't look like it's currently holding a tenant. And I don't think he still lives there, but yeah, I can only imagine what's going through his head right now.
we gotta order food because you're having 12,000 calories today.
12,000.
Yeah. You ready? I would wake up around 9 a.m. and then by 11 o'clock I was on Uber Eats DoorDash. I'd probably spend an hour there.
An hour looking?
Yeah.
I'm never letting you pick Netflix movie, man. Holy.
When you get, so he said that he usually wakes up and he spends about an hour looking on like food delivery apps. I've also done that in the past, you know, whenever I was at my worst with like emotional eating. I feel like when you're not eating for survival and you're just eating because of the emotions or for the enjoyment of it, it's so much harder to choose food because you're always looking for that one thing that gets your serotonin going, or that one thing where your brain or your body's just gonna be like, yes, 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 I want that. But it's so hard because physically, I mean, you're not hungry, so nothing really sounds appetizing. Whereas if you are hungry and you're looking at food, you're usually going to be willing to eat anything. So I definitely understand that feeling. Also, I've been there.
An hour?
Yeah, like it wasn't intentional. It was more so like indecisive. Everything looked so good and nothing looked good at the same time.
You don't know what you want, but you know what you want a lot of.
Get
Yeah.
that?
That's a weird place to be. I mean, like lions take like hours stalking your brain. It's kind of like the same thing.
No, same, exactly.
Exactly the same.
Stalking every restaurant to see what do I want.
It's like if your stomach could like doom scroll.
It
You
did.
know? Yeah.
It did.
I want it to be a surprise, so I'm just gonna let you order
Okay.
what you would get, and then I'm just gonna close my eyes and just.
Cool.
It's almost 11:30, and we're just ordering your breakfast. So like, you basically did intermittent
Wow,
fasting to get
pizza
north of
for
700 pounds,
breakfast.
which is like
Yeah, but you don't
incredible.
stop. But you don't stop eating till like.
There was a point in my life where I could imagine waking up and eating pizza, especially since it's 11 a.m. like it is in this video. But now, if I did that, I think it would just set me up for failure for the rest of the day. I think I would just feel so heavy and saturated with the oils. I don't think I'd be able to focus anymore.
Late at night.
Breakfast was ordered, and while we waited for it to arrive, Sal walked me through his old apartment, memories he wasn't exactly eager to revisit.
This fridge is pretty barren, but it looked like that for the whole year I was here, the last year I was here too.
Your fridge just looked like that?
Yeah, nothing was there.
Wow.
So I would just order food every single day, and then I would eat it as fast as I would order it. And then, this was probably my biggest shame point. I fell in the bathroom, and I broke this sliding door off. You just call a maintenance call and get it fixed, right? I was too ashamed that I broke it, and of how big I was, that I just let it sit like on the side of the whatever, and would shower with the door open.
This particular story made me feel really bad for Sal, because while it might be easy if you've never experienced this and you're looking in to be like, oh, like it's no big issue, just call maintenance. I feel like thinking about calling maintenance and having someone come in and like perceive you and being like, oh, you broke this because you're fat, or you broke this because you're this way. Like, I feel like it's accepting that judgment on the outside of someone just coming into your life and judging you is really, really scary. And it's just, it makes you feel like so much shame. So I can't really blame him for this. I definitely understand why he did this, and again, it made me feel so bad for him. From what I've seen of Sal, which is mostly just this video, and like a little bit of his Instagram feed, I feel like I have a soft spot for him. I feel like he's very self-aware, and yeah, I feel like I can relate a lot to him, and I want to support him in his journey. And I hope that any content we see in the future, I hope I stay in that mindset and he continues to stay drama-free.
Probably like the saddest part about this apartment is that it has this window here. And I remember I would like, more than one occasion, would open this like window and the sliding door and like just peer offside and just think about like, what if? Like there were times, probably like the last 6 months I was here, this window looked way better than the front door. There's a hospital like right across the way. That's where I spent 5 days with diabetic ketoacidosis. My first hospital stay.
You've come a long way.
I'm doing okay.
Yeah, you're doing good.
Yeah, we'll see how it looks later today.
Yeah. I'm excited to see the weigh-in today.
Yeah. So am I.
I'm hungry right now. But I feel like I'm later on, I'm not going to be saying that, maybe.
It's probably here.
It's probably here.
Want to go see?
Yeah, let's go.
So, buy one, get one free pizzas.
I love the start of this day.
No, first of all, they only give us 4 ranges. I usually like 8.
8?
Two for pizza.
Dude, I thought 4 pizzas was the issue. I think the 2-to-1 ranch to pizza ratio is more of the issue.
Oh yeah, because when you're eating a lot, you want to dip everything in ranch. That's such an easy way to rack on the calories. I feel like that's really common, especially whenever you're actively gaining weight or you're maintaining a higher weight, just how calorically, yeah, there we go, calorically dense sauces usually are, especially anything mayonnaise based. Yeah, you're gonna add on a lot of extra calories.
Wait till later.
Oh gosh.
Of the 4 pizzas, 2 of them were a chicken and waffle pizza, and the other 2 were a 4-cheese pizza with a cheese sauce base.
Honestly, the fact that this doesn't seem...
I'm not saying I wouldn't try the chicken and waffle pizza, but what's wrong with the classic, like, Domino's spicy Cali bacon ranch? That one with the stuffed crust. It has to be with the stuffed crust. That one hits. Now, if you give me 4 of those, maybe we could talk about something. But chicken and waffle, I don't see myself eating a large amount of that. I know it's not my choice. I know I'm not Sal, but I don't know. If I were doing this, we might have to change it.
overwhelming to me is a concern. I can see why you did this, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's very good.
I'm pretty sure it's spicy syrup on it.
Spicy syrup, yes.
Which as a Canadian, I'm kind of offended, but as a human, I'm very turned on by that.
You're also like really enjoying it too much. Like you're supposed to just be like, it's quick.
Oh, when?
It's quick, it's quick. It's like you're enjoying it a lot, which is good, but like also, there you go.
And I also get what Sal's saying with this, where he's saying he's taking too much time. Again, when you're emotionally eating or just eating a lot at once, it's usually like the point of it's just to get that fullness feeling. The taste of it, like, yeah, it tastes nice, but the point is to just get as full as possible. So you have to eat as fast as possible.
How do you feel right now being faced with this?
I mean, I definitely want to try some, but also I've got to weigh in later. That goal of like weighing in every single day has really helped rein in like some of that food noise a little bit.
I did not think I was going to be putting up like
So proud of you,
generational
Sal.
carb and fat macros just at breakfast.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm like thriving.
Yeah.
I feel like I would love my breakfast like this for like maybe 4 days, and then I hate myself after that.
Yeah.
For you, were you always hungry? Were
I
you,
don't
like,
even know,
always,
4
like, eating this?
days.
Was it just like
Just like habitual.
it was just, okay?
It was like this is what I have today. Like I wasn't ever hungry. Around 11 o'clock, my brain starts like, oh, what are we gonna have for dinner today, or for breakfast, or for lunch, or whatever. So I start looking on DoorDash, Uber Eats.
Yeah, I mean, in this part, you don't even have to be hungry. It's more so of maybe boredom eating or just like seeking that serotonin rush that you're going to get from food. Whenever you get accustomed to eating a lot, because food is meant to get the happy endorphins in your brain going, I mean, it's going to become a source of pleasure, and you don't even have to be hungry. You usually aren't. Your body has quite a surplus of calories to survive on. So
Seeing what's there.
Right.
And then I look for buy one, get one free options, and I start purchasing.
I think you made a very clever decision though, with the chicken and waffle one with the syrup, because it's like sweet and savory.
Yeah.
So I see what you did there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, kind of break up like the culinary chaos a bit.
Yeah.
You say you spend on food daily.
150 plus.
Really? So your yearly bill would be like
40,000, 50,000.
$150 is how much I budget myself on groceries per month. Because I'm just a solo person. I'm really just feeding myself and my cats. But 150, maybe a little more some months depending on what I'm restocking on. Like maybe 175, maybe 200. But wow, daily. I can't even imagine that. I wonder what kind of job he had at this time, because I don't think he was a Sal. I don't think he was a content creator at the time he was doing this. I could be wrong, but I wonder how he was able to afford this.
Was it always just about the food, or was the food helping you with something else?
The food was safe. One of the times my DoorDash person messaged me, and she's like, I went to elementary school with you. Like she was in my class. I know a person. We used to be friends.
Mm-hmm.
And I was in my apartment when she dropped it off. And I was so ashamed of myself of what I ordered and that she was delivering it, that I didn't even go out and say hello or talk to her.
You left it at the door.
Let her leave at the door,
Yeah.
like anyone else. Even though she was someone who had been to her house and spent time with her, I know her parents. She's a very good friend of mine. If I call her, she'll answer. But like, I didn't even go outside to look at it. So like, the food was something I can control, but no one, it didn't talk back to me. It didn't tell me that I was fat. It didn't tell me that I was unworthy. It didn't tell me that I was ugly. It just gave me comfort.
The first video we shot when we were around like the chicken,
Yeah.
you were struggling.
Yeah.
So do you feel like now you're in a much better headspace?
Much better headspace, and I have like tools to get me back on track as soon as this video is over. So like,
I didn't realize this wasn't the first video they've done together. I know I've seen this before, but I guess that part just left my mind. So we might end up watching that video together in the future.
when we're done like doing all this today, I'm gonna go back to work out tonight, and I'm going to eat my meal plan tonight, and then tomorrow morning I'm gonna wake up and eat my meal plan tomorrow, and then weigh in tomorrow night. So it's the same thing every single day now.
I feel like I hosted like a children's birthday party that no one showed up for. So I just gotta do it all myself. I'm wiping out an entire pizza bloodline. It's a family right here. Wow, this one's a lot of cheese. Oh.
You're making.
Did any of you ever have that where you threw a party as a kid and no one showed up? I had one of those. I still think about it to this day.
Weigh-in time. Weigh-in time. So first video, you were 607.4 pounds.
Yeah.
You started your journey at 725.
Yeah.
Let's see, man. 526.2.
Yeah. So 199 pounds. It's not bad.
Good job, man. I'm proud of you, dude.
Thank you.
That is insane.
Thank you.
Is that your lowest weigh-in yet?
Yeah. There's some struggles like last few months. So like, I wish it was sooner, but happy that it's at least like going the right direction now.
What are the struggles?
Just like mentally, I was burnt out from the holidays and stuff, and then like kind of opened Pandora's box, and so like eating off plan too much and just not following what I needed to do to be.
The holidays can be really rough, specifically the winter holidays where a lot of the gatherings are centered around food. It's also easy to get into that mentality of, oh, I'll get back on track in the new year. Like, how many times have you yourself, or you heard someone say, oh my gosh, how many times have you yourself said, or you have heard someone say, like, oh, I'll get back on track on Monday, I'll get back on track on January 1st, I'll start this in the new year. I mean, it's such an easy mentality to slip into around that time of year. And it's just, there's so much food. It's so hard to have control whenever you're not necessarily used to it, or if everyone's encouraging you to do it. Or, I mean, a lot of people, even around the time of year, give gifts, and it's like baking, or a lot of workplaces for treats for their employees, they just set out a lot of baked goods, and it adds up, and sometimes it can be hard to deny or to stay on track.
Successful long term.
So once you're 200 pounds down, do you go like, okay, now I need to get to 300 pounds down, or do you kind of look at it like more like
25
short-term?
pounds.
25 pounds at a time?
25 pounds at a time. Because I can't think of it as 500 pounds as 100 pounds. That's too much. That's too big.
Yeah.
So it's always chunked out.
It's definitely way easier to start with smaller goals to get to your long-term goal than just thinking of it as one big long-term goal. That's a really smart idea.
25 at a time.
As long as it's going this way,
Yep.
it doesn't matter if it kind of has like little ups and downs. As long as like over time it just goes down, you're in the good spot.
Fair.
You at 200 pounds,
Yeah.
could be a beast. The amount of muscle you have probably on your frame right now.
Yeah.
Oh man, everyone should be scared of Sal. Roach,
Great workout meal. It is ground venison, rice, and then you can't really see, but some corn, peas, and carrots.
Okay, with
Not
some
bad.
G Hughes on the side.
G Hughes always.
All right, I'm assuming I'm not having that.
Here's yours. 24 wings, a couple biscuits, and a lot of ranch.
There's literally like 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 add buttermilk ranches here.
There's this woman on my reels on Facebook that has been popping up a lot lately, and she's known for the G Hughes sauce that he just had. She does like ground beef, rice, baby cucumbers, and the sweet chili. I think it's sweet chili G Hughes sauce, and she's putting everyone on it. Honestly, she's kind of putting me on it. I think I'm about to try it. I'm trying to go through. I have some of these Skinny Girl brand sauces right now. I have the Chipotle Ranch, just some basic Italian for like my cucumber tomato salad, and then What else did I get? It's another brand, but it's another Chipotle based sauce. I've been trying to get into lower calorie sauces. Yeah, that's what that reminded me of.
Yeah. Plus the 4 that come with the meal.
As I was pulling this meal out of the bag, I was becoming increasingly more jealous of Sal's lunch.
So at this point of the day, were you like hungry, or were you just like I needed to have lunch? Like what
It
was
was
like
just the next meal.
just the next meal?
Yeah.
I mean, my pizza's still threatening to make a comeback right now.
Just want to skip forward a bit. I don't necessarily want to go through his full day of eating. I just want to get a little insight on his personality. Oh man.
$12 plus 4. 16 sliders. Okay, well these sliders are either really small or I'm really in trouble. I don't. Well, yeah,
ready?
this is disgusting, dude. Like this is like I don't know if I should be impressed by you or scared of
No,
you.
I'm scared of me.
Yeah, I'm scared of you. I
Yeah,
think.
I'm scared.
It's official.
You ready?
I mean, you really do eat like tomorrow's not guaranteed.
Yeah.
you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, like wow.
We were really pushing every day to the max.
I feel like it would be really easy to get defensive about these comments, or I don't know. I feel like it would make me feel bad if someone was saying these things to me, and I just really admire how Sal's taking it seemingly very lightheartedly, and he's just kind of laughing it off. I feel like that's also what kind of gave me a soft spot for Sal, is because obviously he knows like how he was eating was really not good for him, and it was, for lack of a better phrase, I guess, kind of ridiculous. And he's just so open and sharing what he was realistically eating, and he wasn't trying to hide it, and he acknowledges that it was an unfathomable amount for most human beings.
Capacity.
Yeah. So I mean, I've never had White Castle before, so like, how would you describe it?
Oh, it's great.
Yeah, it's great.
I've never had actual White Castle, but I've had those frozen little sliders. I used to, this was so long ago, this is not even current, but one of my middle school best friends, their family used to keep stockpiles of the little White Castle sandwiches in one of their deep freezers. So every time I'd go over, I'd eat them, and I've never bought them myself. My family never really kept them, but I don't know. Thinking of White Castle just always makes me think of that time in my childhood.
I've heard mixed reviews.
It's equally great and horrible at the same time.
That kind of sums up today, actually. Yeah, so today.
But you know what's important? You gotta have make sure you have your ranch.
Okay. So this
Gotta
meal
have the
is
ranch.
3,910 calories, not including the ranch.
Yeah.
All right. They're extremely cute. They have like their own little casket, each individual slider. I'm just so concerned with how cheap this was, man. Probably like raccoon meat.
I wonder if originally, whenever Sal was eating these, if he would go inside the restaurant and actually order it, or if he was door dashing, or I don't know if he drives, but maybe he'd drive and go through the drive-through. I can't imagine that he would go inside and order all of this to eat it. I don't know. Maybe DoorDash. I feel like he talked about a lot about door dashing previously.
I didn't even need to use teeth.
No, it's
It's like old people food.
Yeah.
The bread.
it's
It
soft.
just like receives me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it a small slider, or do I have big hands? It's a small slider.
I think you're gonna never eat ranch
Big
again
hands.
after today.
You are correct, my friend.
This is a chicken cider. There's not really much slowing down. You just kind of
Yeah. So for this, were you kind of just going as fast as you possibly
Yeah.
could? Yeah.
This was like 4 a.m. I was trying to eat it before I went to sleep. You going to the dark place yet?
I've been there for a bit, man.
Yeah.
Oh. How long would it take you to eat something like this?
15 minutes. Like you ate bite by bite. I would just eat a slider at a time.
Oh, you Python.
Yeah, just one slider. Let's go.
Wow,
try?
dude. Sure. So we get a fresh one.
Yeah.
That's so much for one bite. The entire slider. Like maybe 2 bites minimum for me, maybe. I don't know. That's so much food at once. I just like the feeling of your mouth being so full and trying to chew around it. It's overwhelming. It's terrible. It makes me feel kind of nauseous. Or like I'm gonna choke. Like it's too full.
Yeah, just go. That's all you gotta do. You gonna make it?
Bro,
It was bad.
As you can tell,
is this how you felt?
I hated myself at this point. I knew what I was doing was killing myself slowly, meal by meal. But by this point of the day, like, I just didn't want to live. Like, this meal tasted horrible, really. Like, it's not good. I would never willingly eat White Castle day after day, but I wanted to feel something, and this made me feel despair, right? I felt the entire day apathy, like nothing at all. And finally, when I got to this meal, I just felt like despair, which was some emotion that I could hold on to. It was like, whatever.
You had a hard time feeling emotion, but you could feel a negative emotion, so you'd rather feel negative than than nothing at all.
Yeah. It was better than feeling nothing. Feeling nothing is like, it's when the window looks better than the front door.
So for people out there who are watching, who have like,
That just really breaks my heart, and I feel so bad for Sal. I hope he's in a better place today, and from some of his content on Instagram that I've seen, I mean, it looks like he's enjoying life more, and he's seemingly in a better place. Just hearing him say that throughout this video really makes me tear up. It really, I don't know, it gets me really emotional, and I hate that he or anyone has ever had to feel like that, but that is definitely an emotion that really makes you turn to food and really makes you just eat. I mean, food that you wouldn't normally eat or go for. I hope Sal's in a better place today mentally.
who struggle with like food addiction,
Yeah.
and kind of are in like the weeds of what you went through. Like, is there anything like advice that you can give them right now?
The most important thing is take one step, whether it's a nutritionist, a doctor, a gym, like take one step and don't make it too many steps, right? It's, if you make this thing too big, you'll never get there, right?
Yeah.
You have to do it small by small, step by step, bench by bench.
Again, setting up all of those smaller goals to support your bigger goal, because it's easier to do just little chunks at a time, and whereas bigger goals can feel too daunting, so you never really want to start because you feel like the results have to be instantaneous, whereas if you set the smaller goals towards your long-term goal, it feels more doable because they feel more like milestones.
It's funny, we talked about bench by bench is like what I did when I was at 700 pounds, but I still do it to this day. 25 pounds, 25 pounds, 25 pounds, right? Bench to bench.
Slider by slider.
Slider by
You know?
slider.
So it's 16, but just go one at a time.
One at a time.
Yeah.
Knock it out.
That's good. That's the best thing. I think that's how I go about like setting goals and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
it's like you have to be able to achieve mini ones on the way to the big one. Because if you don't achieve anything, it's hard to be motivated the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you ever do this again?
No. The fact that this is one day,
Yeah.
and I'm already contemplating fasting for a week, and you do this every day, it's just you do this every day is just like incredible.
Yeah.
Like incredible.
I mean, when you're doing it, when he was doing it, it wasn't like he was going from eating the amount that Will's eating now and then to this amount. So he probably didn't feel as full and probably as miserable as Will does right now. I mean, it's definitely a gradual process that builds up, and then you are able to stretch out your stomach, and then you just get so used to the feeling of how the food makes you feel that it just becomes your new normal. So you don't really think of it as, oh, I feel bad. You just kind of think of it as, I mean, this is how I always feel. And even if you do feel a little bad, again, like he said, you want to cover the emotions of how you normally feel. You want to cover the bad. You just want whatever comfort food can bring you. So, I mean, that makes complete sense.
I don't even understand.
Yeah.
But like, where you were to where you are now is just like incredible discipline. And like,
I appreciate it.
where you're going, I feel like so many of us can't wait to see.
No,
Because I just feel like you have such a good like head on your shoulders, and then like you have like the fire in your eyes, and I think that like you're gonna achieve everything that you want to achieve.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I feel like he has been incredibly brave to share such a vulnerable part of his life. And I, again, like Will said, do look forward to seeing his progress. And I'm not entirely sure how long ago this video was posted. I know it's been at least a couple of years, and I know that he has continued to lose more weight since this video was filmed. I know he has an update in his Instagram bio, but I can't remember it off the top of my head at the moment. Yeah, I feel like Sal has such good energy. He seems like such a good person, and I do want to continue to follow his journey. And if you guys are interested in following his journey with me, definitely please go ahead, give me a like, a follow, subscribe. Maybe just look out for me on the algorithm. Any interaction really does help. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.